I have done 2, maybe 3 videos on ODIN Valhalla Rising up until this point, and I have been incredibly excited for the game ever since the very first trailer they released, because this is an MMORPG that actually looks really cool. And funny enough, they actually just released another brand new trailer for the game, and you guys know what that means, right? So we're getting a look at the various different regions. I'm assuming that tree is Yggdrasil. Oh, we're getting a full look at the in-game graphics, including the in-game character models. It is about time. We have been waiting for this for a long time now. Animations look great. They really do. I just hope that the classes, as this is a South Korean MMO, I'm hoping that the classes are not gender locked. Does this not resemble Black Desert Online though? Like, for real. It is Yggdrasil. Okay. Glad to know that I got that right. Jotunheim. Oh, there are flying mounts in the game. Oh, that looks cool. Jotunheim is the land of the giants, if I recall. Wow. I don't know what that one is. Neovalir? My Norse mythology is my knowledge on the topic is very limited, admittedly. That's a really cute outfit though, and the weather effects are really great. Alfheim, that one I know of. Wow, typical, it would be a forest. Oh wow, they look awesome. You know what, I'm glad, I appreciate that they have allowed us to see in-game footage of the game finally. That's only 3 of the regions so far though, like the worlds. I'm assuming the gate that we saw earlier in the trailer is a way of traveling between worlds. Cool. Well guys, color me impressed. I admittedly did not expect to get an in-game trailer for ODIN Valhalla Rising, but here we are at the beginning of February with a brand new trailer showcasing everything in-game, outside of combat, granted, or character creation. We admittedly don't know if there's going to be any kind of character creation in the final version of the game. I really hope there is, but I mean, you know, even if not, which there should be, even if not, this game looks so good, way too good to pass up the opportunity to play. Now, man, I have been excited for ODIN Valhalla Rising because this is a cross-platform MMORPG. This is a game that is going to launch both on the PC and on the mobile devices. And let me stop you guys there. Yes, it is going to be cross-platform compatible with mobile devices, but as we have seen with Tower of Fantasy, as we have seen with Genshin Impact, it is completely plausible to have a game that is cross-platform compatible and be good. It's just much rarer and much more difficult to do. Now, I'm not saying that ODIN Valhalla Rising is going to be able to achieve the greatness, the expectations we've set for this game, but at the same time, there's no point in just completely writing it off and disregarding it because it is going to be compatible on mobile devices as well. Ultimately, to me, I feel like how good the game will ultimately end up being is dependent on whether or not the game is developed for PCs with mobile games as an afterthought, or as a mobile game with PC players as as an afterthought. Regardless, this is a game that I am eagerly anticipating. This looks so good. You cannot look at the trailers that we've received up until this point, especially this one being an in-game trailer, and say that that looks anything other than really good. Granted, it doesn't look amazing. It doesn't look as good as Crimson Desert. It doesn't look as good as Blue Protocol, but then admittedly Blue Protocol is an anime MMO. But at the same time, it doesn't need to look as good as some of the best games out there. It just needs to look better and play better than the majority of what's already out there. And admittedly, this looks like it could be a more modern mix of something like Arcade and Black Desert. Granted, before I get any more excited for this game, I feel like we do need to have a look at not only the gameplay, because I need to know if this is a full action MMO or if this is going to be something more akin to Tab Target, or maybe even a hybrid of the two. And I need to know how the UI is going to look, because again, this is cross-platform, and knowing that the UI might be absolute garbage. Like take Grand Saga, for example. I've done multiple videos on Grand Saga leading up to its release. They never showed any of the UI, and I was under the impression that it looked really good. And then they released Grand Saga, and the UI is absolute mobile garbage. And that is partly due to the fact that it is a complete autoplay game, and partly due to the fact that the UI is for mobile devices, and they kept that mobile UI for PC, and it just looks absolute garbage. So there are varying factors here that will ultimately decide how excited I am for the game. But at least right this very minute, after seeing what was released in the in-game trailer, I am really excited. I am probably even more excited than I was in the last trailer, and the last trailer showed off quite a bit. Anyway guys, that is pretty much everything I have to talk about regarding ODIN Valhalla Rising today. I'm actually curious if we're ever going to get a new trailer for Project Ragnarok, because that is a game that is set in a similar theme. But are you guys more or less excited after seeing this in-game trailer? Let me know down in the comment section below and let's talk about it. Anyway guys, that is it for me. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Someday soon, I'm gonna make it. Yeah, all hard work's gonna be worth it. Ooh, everyone who didn't believe it.